Alright guys, welcome back. We're out on the range. It's a lovely Saturday here, the first weekend of March. It's about 60 degrees, slightly overcast. We might have issues with our old school chronograph there with the lighting or whatever, but we're testing 243 Winchester, Speer 70 grain flat base hollow points, IMR 4064, 40 grains to 42 grains, seated at 2.707, approximately 5,000 off our lands. And then we're going to be moving up in half grain increments. Let's see if we are anywhere on paper. We're going to be at the top left corner. Alright, 34.22, and I think I see an impact on the paper, which is good because I just shot an entire 25-minute video, and every single one of my shots was about 2 feet high because we clicked a couple mils in the wrong direction. Anyways, velocity 34.22, that's pretty good right there. Let me see what we were expecting from the factory. Yeah, probably right there. .44 velocity. Clean burning around their neck. Primers are looking just fine. Hold that one low, but 34.52 velocity. We'll pick him up in a minute. And I will note we've only got 4 shots for each of the groups, except our middle charge at 41 grains will have 5 shots. And 34.36. Seemed like a pretty consistent powder charge. Let's go check out our spreads and average there. Sweet, we had an average 34.38, extreme spread of 30, and a standard deviation of 11 feet per second. That's not too bad. Moving up to 40.5 grains. Pardon me while I dig through my ammo box here for my Sharpie labels. 5. One more. 40.5 grains. 4 shots. Top right corner. .35.15 velocity. I think it hit right on my writing underneath the dot. 35.31, I'll pick him up later. 35.07. And 34.91. All right, average 35.11. Extreme spread of 40, deviation of 14. Looks like hard to see from here, but a little vertical stringing kind of downwardly. So we're going to move up to 41 grains. I have 5 shots for this charge, and we're on our center dot. Cases are actually not warm at all. Very clean burning. 35.48 velocity. 35.58 on that last one. duplicate velocity. I'm not sure what that means. Unless it's just that consistent, but not sure if we didn't get a reading, but another 35.58. Probably moved the rifle out of the proper side of the chronograph. .45.44 velocity. Wow, we had some pretty tight numbers on this one. Average 35.49, extreme spread of 17, and a standard deviation of 7 feet per second. Very nice. Let's check out 41.5. And we're on the bottom left target. .35.91. And I'll have to pay attention on the next one. The bolt felt a little stiff there. .35.98. And no bolt lift issues. I was just being a little wimpy. .35.89. So these velocity numbers look pretty tight, but it looks like our group is opening up a little. But that could be shooter input as well. Didn't feel like a terribly good shot, but let's check out our numbers here. Okay, we've got one more string left here at 42 grains. The last average for 45.5. That was 35.88 feet per second, extreme spread of 22, and a deviation of only 7 feet per second again. All right, last group here. It looks like we're trending to where we might be shooting off the page, but I'm gonna hope we stick on there so I can actually see what we're doing on paper. 42 grains, 4 shots, bottom right. Yeah, that one's almost off the page. Velocity jumped all the way up to 36.90. Wow. Slight cratering around the primer where the firing pin is hitting, but bolt lift was still very light. Let's hope these stay on the paper here. Definitely jerked that one. Velocity 36.43. Very clean burning charge. It looks like our spread already opened up to, 50 plus. .36.21. I got one more shot here. .35.89. So yeah, it looks like our velocities just went crazy there on that last charge, which was an entire half grain under the maximum from Lee, which is Hodgdon. I just meant Lee steals their data from Hodgdon and reposts it rather than doing their own load. So those were by far the worst numbers for velocity. We had an average of 36.35. String spread all the way up to 101, and our deviation jumped up to 36, which is worse than anything we tried all day. So it looks like between 40, 41.5, there's a pretty good little stability node we might be able to play with. But let's go check out our target and see what that looks like. So here's 40 grains. Looks like some vertical stringing up here, a little up and down action. You move to 45 grains. And we seem to have tightened up a little bit. Point of impact, pretty much the same if you were to like take an average of that. Not too bad. Move down to 41 grains. This is the one we actually had 5 shots on, and this actually looks like our best showing here. That's perhaps within an inch for all 5 of those, and that also gave us our best velocity numbers if we recall. So if we jump up a half grain there up to 41.5, seems to open up a bit more, and we are starting to trend down and right for our point of impact. So far these 3 were all pretty consistent just underneath the target there, or our point of aim rather, but these are starting to jump way low and right. So if we move to 42 grains, our maximum charge, we had an extreme spread of over 100 feet per second, and it's just flying off the page in this direction, and that's still a half grain under the book maximum. So I think we're really onto something here with our 41 grain charge, and I'm gonna have to get the bullet comparator set for the 6mm ogive sort of thing, and this way we can test different jump amounts, because right now here's our overall length and we were just off of the lands there, a couple thousandth, you know, depending on my overall length. Once again, when we can test cartridge based to ogive, we can get a more accurate reading on that. So with approximately 3 to 5 thousandths of jump, 41 grains, I think we're onto something here. So moving forward, probably going to do some seating depth tests here. I might probably start right where we were and then back down in 3 to 5 thousandths increments. According to the high-speed cool guys though, your seating node could only be as wide as 6 thousandths. But anyways, just an initial velocity testing. I think we found out which direction we want to go here with the 4064. Working on our seating depth with 41 grains. So thanks for hanging out, folks. Make sure to check out the Component Hunter on dummyroundreloading.com. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.